FastCast movies, The Big Sick. So we went to see The Big Sick this weekend. I think the biggest problem with this movie is its title. I don't care what anybody else says, that is a bad title. This is the dramatized true story of Kumail Nanjiani and Emily B. Gordon, his wife, Emily, and how they sort of met and fell in love and whatever. And what's interesting is that it is obviously it's a true story, and it's basically this idea of the culture clash. You know, he's Pakistani, she's white, they meet, they sort of date, they don't want to date, like they're both doing other things right now, but they sort of can't help it, they're swept along in the thing. By the way, there will be spoilers. Swept along by their emotions, and so they do end up pretty much falling in love, and then dating for a while. They have a falling out over the culture clash. She sort of discovers that he has a file of potential arranged marriage women, and she doesn't like that he didn't tell her. They have a big blowout. They basically break up, and then she ends up in the hospital with a flu, and then it's like a really bad infection flu, and then she has to get put into a medically induced coma, and then her family shows up. So the whole second half of the movie is him getting to know the family without her there. It's very well written. Kumail and Emily, I think, together wrote it. I thought it was very funny. It had a lot of heart. It was very well acted. It's very indie. You know, the way I've been describing it to people is like, it's a 2-hour movie. At the like hour-and-a-half mark is the very clear point where it's like the Hollywood movie would go this way, end it, and they all live happily ever after. But because it's an indie movie, it goes on for another half an hour, and you're like, it doesn't make it bad, just a commentary on what makes an indie. One thing I did comment to my wife that I thought was very interesting is like, Kumail is Kumail, but Emily is played by an actress. I can't imagine how weird that is to watch your actual falling in love story portrayed in a movie with your actual husband, and then not you. It seems like it would be interesting. Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, your husband's an actor, and so he makes out with other women on screen because, like, of the role he's in. But in this particular case, the woman on screen is supposed to be you, but it's not you. But anyway, our showing was almost sold out. We saw it at the Cedar Lee. And it was awesome. I think everybody seemed to like it a lot. I highly recommend it. You should check it out, especially if you're into indie movies, or if you like Kumail. Still a bad title. So that's The Big Sick, FastCast Movies. See ya! Hey, thanks for watching the FastCast. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter at Mr. J Handle, and check back, because I do this a couple times every week. FastCast!